everyone, it is your favorite kind of punch, Mr. Falcon Punch 996, the underrated king, the recommendation master, and YouTube's #1 Dorohedoro fanboy, back to bring you guys another new video. Today's video is going to be, once again, another recommendation video. And today's recommendation video is not just any plain old recommendation video. It's going to be, once again, another triple recommendation. And today, the 3 series I'm going to be recommending to you guys to check out and read, unless you guys want to get Falcon Punch in the face, or these 3 series, and those are Voynich Hotel+Okusan and Hina Matsuri. So without further ado, let's begin this video.
So to begin this triple manga recommendation, the first manga series I'm going to talk about is Voynich Hotel. Now, Voynich Hotel is a pretty strange manga series, whether it be its story, art style, characters, humor, or just plain length of pages in a chapter. But I guess I shouldn't be too surprised since this series is done by the same guy who did the manga series Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon! Which is a manga series I also did a recommendation for in the past, so be sure to check that out. Now, the story of Voynich Hotel is a pretty simple story. It's basically about this one guy who goes off to a far-off island and stays at a very strange hotel with even stranger guests and employees. And, well, yeah, that's pretty much the story of this manga in a nutshell. And I know it doesn't sound like much, but this is a pretty interesting series that I highly recommend you guys check out. One of the most noticeable qualities of this manga series is its bizarre cast of characters who all have some sort of mystery behind them that you'll find more about once you read this series. Plus, the manager of the hotel in this series fought frickin' Chuck Norris, and this is revealed to us in the first frickin' chapter. The humor in this series is also pretty good as well, and there are many good funny moments to be found within this series. And the comedy mainly comes from either the off-the-wall bizarre stuff that happens in the series, some good old dark humor, some sex jokes, as well as the occasional parody, which kind of caught me off guard in the series, since this doesn't really seem like a parody series. Also, each chapter ranges from 6 to 12 pages, so reading this series should be a breeze for you. And Voynich Hotel overall is a pretty funny, short, and strange manga series I highly recommend to check out if you're up for a short, fun, and sort of surreal read. So moving on to the second recommendation for today, we have Oku-san. Now, Oku-san is a slice-of-life series, so when it comes to the story, there really isn't much to talk about. But the story of the series mainly revolves around a quirky, fairly new housewife named Oku-san, who has, well, let's just say, a very hentai-like body. Not that I would know that since, I don't watch hentai or anything like that. But anyways, besides that, moving back to the story, in the first chapter, Oku-san moves to a new neighborhood with her husband, who we really don't know that much about, but from what I've seen of him, he is a pretty sly bastard. And mainly the series is about Oku-san getting used to her new environment and interacting with her neighbors. The series only has 6 chapters out right now, so I can't really judge it that much, but so far it's been pretty good. Since the series has that nice and sort of sweet innocent quality that some slice of life series have, which is sort of contradicted by this manga's large amount of fan service and sex-related topics. Tits and ass. Tits and ass. Tits, 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 and ass. But overall, Oku-san is a pretty good series, since you get some of the qualities that make a good fun slice-of-life series, as well as some very, very nice fan service, so definitely check out this series if you're looking for a new slice-of-life series or ecchi series to get into. And finally, the last manga series I shall recommend to you guys for today is none other than Hina Matsuri. Hina Matsuri starts off with a Yakuza named Nita, who one day meets a strange young girl who appears in his apartment in a pod named Hina, who has very powerful psychic abilities, and from then on insanity ensues as Nita tries his best to raise this young, superpowered girl. Now this is another slice of life comedy series, but it does have a supernatural twist, and it is also pretty damn funny, and has many heartwarming moments which are pretty surprising. The characters in the series are also good too. Hina herself is a good character, but she is sort of spoiled in a way, which kind of makes her sort of annoying. Nita's pretty cool too, and he's pretty funny. And then there's Anzu, a girl who is very similar to Hina in terms of powers and backstory, but after we meet her the first time, she later becomes homeless, and she discovers what it's like living with not that much to have, which brings out a lot of the series' heartwarming moments, and she quickly became my second favorite character in the series. But then we have to talk about my first favorite character in the series, and that is none other than Hitomi. Now, why is Hitomi my favorite character in the series? Well, the answer to that question is pretty simple. It's because she's a freaking middle schooler bartender, man. I mean, how awesome and original is that? And overall, Hina Matsuri is a pretty good series. The comedy is pretty good and the characters are nice, though I do wish Hina wasn't so spoiled. But besides that, check out the series if you want to read a fairly new and fresh comedy series with a supernatural twist and a freaking middle schooler bartender.
Anyways, we have reached the end of this recommendation video, and I hope all of you guys enjoyed it. And please do not forget to check out the 3 series I recommended for you guys to read today, or of course I'll Falcon punch you in the face, so do that shit. And anyways, as always, I'm Mr. Falcon Punch 996. Like, comment, subscribe, as well as subscribe to my collab channel, The 11 Supernovas. And if you haven't done it already, Falcon punch you in the face, so you better do it, and I'll see you guys next time.